Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosha. Oh, wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosha was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an Imperial castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was Western Lenosha, Fair Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning. Something to do with one of Dalamun's talons, or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Ailport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there to be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to take your makeshift warded pot, lest you think you unprepared for the task. To Ailport. In here? I think you're in here. Who are you? Okay, I changed my mind. I don't think she's in here. Up higher. There you are. Eh? Corrupted crystals? Sir, I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you know the reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. Look at my pot. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertain did send you. Beg your pardon, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Sienna, greatest of the Professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh gods, just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction 12 times by now. Funny how they all say they're the greatest of his pupils. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Faro Sirius is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. I think they may be tired of you just talking their ear off. They like Aladdin jumping across the top of trader tents. Ah, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all this fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. Ghosts. Why is it gotta be ghosts? So that is an upgrade. Update the gear set. I can't replay Glamour wall mounted. Understood. There. And, oh, that's why. You're keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody hells, lad, are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death, death, and more death. The one thing I will say for this part of the MSQ, What are we on exactly right now? That's not what I wanted to click. So we're on 42. So before some of the rehashes, you had to find alternate means to level up from like 46 to 49, and then they tweaked it and it was like 48 to 49, but now you can just level right through. Just MSQ will get you through. Ignoring the fact that I'm 6 levels over the MSQ right now, because I did every quest. Isles of Umbra? What interest have you in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Faros Sirius, the Isles have become not more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores. And a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. There will be ghosts on them, their island. Up here. Ah, Archon, you've returned. Tell me of your finding. There be ghosts. Really? Infested with the undead, you say? That is a very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded this talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous? Owing to the abandonment of Faros Sirius? Well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub. Since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion, it's there that I heard tell of a man named Skiffrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself. He was arrested for doing the thing you'd like to do, so we've got some quests down there, some quests up there. If I get sent up that way, do it. Pretty sure we're gonna get sent to the Isles of Umbra soon. Can I think? I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Tell Miqo'te I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me. Yes, release me. I will go and tell her. Let me go to her. I don't think that's the bestest idea. You seem a little cray-cray. What did Skiffrin have to say? That's not terribly helpful. Who can care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench? But what was that about a man named Miqo'te? Wait, I know that name. That's that bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Okay. Another initiate, are you? No? Then what are you? Speak up, son, I can't hear you. Ah, bugger me, is this what I think it is? Ah, it couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where'd you say you found it? Skiffin, you say? I was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. Supposed to help me patch up how serious he was. Company sent me to supervise the lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, and half of them up and vanished. That's more than... There's some overlap here. What's that? Be looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra? Why didn't you say so? Been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Miqo'te. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came a-calling. All parts up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gill, I'd hire some sellswords and let 'em sort it out. What you'll do in a pinch, you will. Show this parchment to the skipper and he'll see you're there and back. But I want to show it to the skipper, not this lady up here. So you went and had a word with Miqo'te. I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. I mean, that disgusting creature was Skifrin's superior? I find that hard to believe. But this writ of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say it is a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. Look forward to hearing the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra. Without me. Fine. I failed to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my litmus. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Well, now I just want to leave her behind even more. Skipper, take me to the Dark Islands. Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids, as if it's as simple as, oh, let's see, you've got a writ of passage. Alright then, climb aboard. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but... Oh, the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. I've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. Hey, David. David, let me in. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. I've got a pot. Oh, pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. The writ Master Miqo'te gave you a grant to access the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. That giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse. It caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Ferrosirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or colossal arcane bomb. but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. That those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance, at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. Make you a deal, Archon. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets of the ship graveyard. Be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Dead man's mold. Spirits, wandering spirits all over the island. Gotta do some. Aha! In the name of the 12, be gone! Not going, are they? I don't know what I'm going to. Oh, an adventurer. Thank the 12. I need some help here. Dad aren't resting so easy about these parts. How we're going to repair the lighthouse with all this roguery about is beyond me. I gotta kill some of these, I guess. Which I can't do because that is a fate target. What am I doing? I'm trying to drag the map like I would drag this map. What's down here? You saw them too, right? Dead people, just shambling about without a care in the world. Except they do seem to care, that is. Start shuffling towards the water. Certainly up a creek without an oar. Easy coin, they said. Walt writes in. What, grab the washed up goods, then be on my way. Everyone will think you a ghost. Bah. Might have worked, except for the real Walking Dead spirits about. Damn shame, but ain't nothing worth rousing the wrath of them skeletons. All that booty up for grabs, but I got nothing to grab but a ladle. What? Man's gotta eat while he waits for restless spirits to go wandering elsewise. You'll conquer yourself. Face it, any some of this here chowder? Made it myself. Had nothing to season it with but salt, though, so it's on the bland side. Well, I tend it. Why don't you go to the graveyard right quick and bring back spices? Saw some nice-looking Far Eastern stuff. Or I had to scarper on account of a phantom. All there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks in their cargo. But those queer dead things. And that voice. Actually, the voice was quite nice. This bottle is empty. Went that way a moment ago. There's something suspicious going on. By an adventurer. How do you do, sir, adventurer? That big old lot of sand behind me? Them's the ship graveyard. Currents bring 'em, all those wrecked ships, and whatever's in their hold too. Casks of wine, rum, mead, and brandywine. That'd be for the captain. I'm kind of a captain. You look real enough. A lot of 'em aren't, you know. Those what visit me. Wouldn't mind except some of 'em are unkind. I need a drink. Here now, take this bottle and fill it with something from over there. God, it's that voice. That single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. Took every ounce of my strength to resist. There's gonna be more of these on the shore. So rather than go into this bait that's gonna end soon enough, I'm just gonna head towards other ones. The hell are you? The background music here is a touch creepy. Take that last punch, thank you. Okay, so there's one quest that's like over this way somewhere. Ah, okay. I know where it is now. Let's try and ignore you. I might have to fight one of them, but I think I can get away with it only being one. You're gonna come all the way over here? Yep, you are. Why would I dodge when I'm gonna kill you before it hits? We got our empty wine bottle. Ah, fill the... Okay, we had an empty wine bottle. This is a wine tun, which I guess is a type of barrel. Okay, that is the bottle filled. So now I should be able to head over to Eastern Spices. I think there's Dead Man's Mountains over near that. Like this one. Dead Man's Moan number 5. Not Mambo. Dead Man's Moan. Okay. Yes, so there's our spice box. Can we get away with outfighting any of these? Surprisingly, yes. All the quests from here. I don't care, I'm just gonna run past you. Got 2 quests to hand back to these guys. You got him? Chatter's coming along nice like. Could always cook a fine chatter. Aha, see? What did I tell you? Knew they were there, I did. I'll just toss them right in, and meal will be fit for an admit. Ugh, this smells like feet. How long's that spice been left in the graveyard anyway? No, I ain't got no supper, neither. Told them it were a bad idea. Easy money, they said. Sure will be, for the folk on this island. I'll have to pay 'em for more popotos and cream. Level up! Ain't fair with the rules changing all the time. I was a good looter, I tells ye. Now suddenly the job comes with ghosts? Looky here, that's a full bottle. I had one of those around here before. Think something happened to it. Thanks. You're the best apparition I ever seen. Supposed to be other cargo too. Chest full of electrum bars and the like for trading with the Eastern Mirage. Mirage something. Me? I'll take the wine. Yuck. Ugh. Smells like rotten eggs. I'm not drinking that. What a waste. All that wine. And mead. Beer, too. Mustn't forget about the beer. And the brand of wine for the captain. Send me off in search of beer and spices, and they're both bad. Poor guys.